The book you are seeing in the image, The Great Cosmic Mother Rediscovering the Religion of the Earth, is one I have read excerpts from several times in my videos, but it's actually over 400 pages long. I think that everyone should read this book, but I know most don't even know it exists nor have any interest in its content. It's my hope that this is changing. On the cover of the book, at the top, Alice Walker praises it, saying, "One of the most important books I've ever read." And she ain't kidding either. Every woman should have this book in their home, and I really encourage men and women individually and as couples to read, reread, and study it together. Other praises of the book are by Mama Bear News, who says, "Monumental and superbly readable, a stunning accomplishment in which all the strands of life are interwoven." And by Together Books Newsletter, who writes, "This passionate exploration draws on religious traditions, cultures, and archaeological sources from all over the world to recreate for the first time the earth goddess religion that is our ancient heritage." This book is such a treasure to me, and so I'm going to start doing readings from the book from start to finish once a week on Tuesdays. I will be reading from my very own paperback copy of the book, but I do have the book available for free on PDF. If you would like to follow along, please email us at xanthosearthkeepers@gmail.com and I'll send you the file. Alright, so tonight I'm going to start off with just a very short yet stunning excerpt that I hope will bring you back next week for another reading, because Ian and I will each be reading a chapter every Tuesday and then we'll post it to our channel. Okay, now for the reading. A return to the goddess is not a backward trip through space or time. The human race cannot really return to infancy. We are too far gone for that. We return to the goddess by remembering, redefining, respelling, by turning, as in a dance, away from one gesture and towards another. Patriarchal ontology is based on a three-dimensional reality. Modern physics is showing us that the universe has, not 4 dimensions, but as many as 11 dimensions, perhaps more. The universe is undergoing an ecstatic exponential expansion into 11 or more dimensions. Surely, 3-dimensional religions cannot keep us in touch with such a universe. If we do not want to die, then we must evolve, and that means we must dance, expand exponentially with the dancing cosmos. We return to the cosmos only by becoming lovers of life, rather than life's victims, voyeurs, and policemen. How twisted we have become within biophobic and geophobic religions, spending most of our waking hours in grotesque postures of aggression, hurry, hate, self-righteousness, resentment, paranoia, and murderousness. Under the rule of patriarchal God, we are all gargoyles, characterized by rigid poses that reveal mostly all our terrible fears and greeds, eaten away from inside by cancerous needs. To return to harmony, to return to the earth goddess, to become lovers of the earth once again, we must realign our gesture into those of dancers. We must become beings who do not wish to control life, but only listen to its music and dance it. This is not easy to do. It might be impossible, but is our only alternative to mass death, whether by war or by total global mechanization. The patriarchal God has only one commandment: punish life for being what it is. The goddess also has only one commandment: love life, for it is what it is. Women designed by evolution as the links between spirit and flesh are perhaps also designed by the cosmos to lead the human world back, now, to the great celebration of the reconciliation of flesh and spirit. Thus, at the very edge of death, we will return to the beginning. That is, at the end of the world, where we must surely be, we will return to the earth goddess, the great mother of all life, as her magic children, in a round world, which I don't believe. The only way for human beings to survive the end is to return to the beginning. Thus we complete a circle, but on a spiral, we revolve to a larger circle. Now is the time to make again sacred our experience. Witch power, it is said, cannot truly die, since it is a real power of the real cosmos. It can't die. It can only be forgotten. That means it can also be remembered. As the serpent can be awakened from its trance sleep at the bottom of the spine and induced to rise, to become again the luminous flying bird of the imagining mind. Once we thoroughly understand how and why patriarchy acquired its power over us, the power of an entrenched mistake over the minds and lives of all people, once we understand and feel clearly that the fight of witch women is also the fight of Earth's people everywhere against mechanical subjugation and exploitation. Once we reestablish the magic link between the individual psyche and the Earth's vital energy flow, between all evolving matter and all evolving spirit, and learn to encourage and teach others to do the same, in a loving return to what we always were, perhaps then, in the final time of crisis, the serpent goddess will shake herself loose from her deep, exiled sleep in the earth's belly. Perhaps the serpent of life's flowing energy will begin to rise again, all luminous and of the earth, and the children of the great mother will rise up with it, and the universe will be our home again, as before. This flight is not an escape, but a return. The only way for human beings to survive the end is to return to the beginning.